Before we begin this video, guys, just want to do a little recap about this past weekend's card. It just was not meant to be. We saw Mace Barber pull out with literally within, the last couple minutes when she was actually supposed to fight Erin Blanchfield. Erin Blanchfield ended up coming out and saying that pretty much it was unprofessional what she did. She had a seizure, which is a really, really weird response from Erin Blanchfield. But, it is what it is. That card was, like I said, that card was just not meant to be. There are maybe 4 or 5 pullouts, counting the main event. It's not, I wouldn't say it was like a big card, though. It was a fucking UFC Apex, so it's not like there were fans in the crowd that were rioting or some shit. So, it is what it is. Just want to do a little recap, like I said, on that card, and that's what it is. So, getting into this video, we're going to be breaking down, want to do a little early breakdown of Charles Oliveira versus Ilia Topuria. This is a fight that's really, really excited me. I favor both sides. They're both really, really tough fighters. I think either or is a bad pick. Like I said, I could see some people that that would sprinkle some money on Charles Oliveira. He's dangerous, man. I don't think he's gonna win, but he is dangerous. He's a very dangerous fighter, and he's a very, very anything could happen, within this fight, I feel like. I wouldn't count Charles Oliveira out. I do think, like I said, he is going to win, but it's not someone that I would count out. You take a look at his recent fights, too. Had a win against Michael Chandler, lost a split decision against Arman Tsarukyan, KO'd Beneil, and then before that, it lost to Makhachev. He's fought the best of the best at lightweight. Justin Gaethje, Poirier, I wouldn't even say a prime Tony Ferguson, maybe Tony at the end of his run. But we're starting to decline, I guess I would say. But same thing with Ilia Topuria. You look at Topuria and you look at his wins. KO'd Max Holloway, first ever fighter period to KO Max Holloway. KO'd Volkanovski, submitted Bryce Mitchell, KO'd Jai Herbert. And Ryan Hall, I feel like, is a good win too for him. That's the last true jiu-jitsu specialist besides Bryce Mitchell, you could probably say. But, he's dealt with the grapplers, he's dealt with the kickboxers, pretty much every possible fighter you could probably be against, I would say, besides a heavy grappling wrestler, pretty much. But the way I see this fight going, I think Ilia Topuria will probably find Charles Oliveira's chin within the first or second round. He's too dangerous, too deadly. Boxing, boxing-wise, there's a huge skill gap, and I just don't think Oliveira is going to be able to take a punch from him. Now, we've seen Charles Oliveira rocked plenty of times. He got rocked in the Chandler fight. He got rocked. The only fight I think he hasn't been rocked in two fights recently was the Dariush fight and the Tsarukyan fight. He might have been rocked in the Beneil fight, actually. I don't think... No, he wasn't, but... got rocked. Islam Makhachev rocked him. Justin Gaethje rocked him, dropped him. Dustin Poirier rocked him. And like I said, Chandler did too. All these top guys who have nowhere near the amount of power as Ilia Topuria have all rocked and dropped him. Now, people are saying the same thing. Oh, he'll just fall to his back. He'll survive. He'll get up. I just don't think that's the case with Ilia Topuria. I think with someone like Ilia Topuria, when that punch connects, he'll either go out or he's just going to ground and pound him, and that'll be the end of the fight. I also could see this fight ending by submission for Topuria, too. I would not be surprised if he rocks him, probably, Oliveira gets him down, he follows him down, and then goes for the finish just off that. So I think Topuria could definitely win by submission, too. It's a possibility, but the pick for this fight is KO, either first or second round. I would pick either or. I don't see this fight going the full 5 rounds, especially, with these two type of fighters that have some of the highest finishing rates, within the entire UFC roster. I would say a lot of Oliveira fans are kind of backing him just due to the fact that there's not a lot of footage off Topuria's grappling in current day UFC. Obviously, we know that he started off as a grappler, and from videos that I've watched of him before he was in the UFC, looked good, a couple Darce choke finishes. Very, very good grappler, like I said, but questionable, and we don't know how he's going to look with high UFC caliber fighters. Like I said, submitting Bryce Mitchell, I think that's a really good win, but different division, and he's going to be bumping up, obviously, so we'll see how that looks. Also, I believe Topuria left the Climate Brothers. I believe that's another reason why, too, is he left the people that gave him his bread and his butter, that started him, helped him work on his game. And a lot of fighters that usually fire their coaches and try to move on to a different gym usually actually don't turn out very well. So I feel like that's another thing that plays into a factor, too. I think a lot of people, in my opinion, actually are overlooking Oliveira. I think the betting odds are fucking absurd. I don't think Oliveira should be like a plus 300 or whatever it is. I think the odds should be a little bit closer. I think Topuria should be around like a minus 250, if anything. I don't think there's any reason that Topuria should be a minus 400. Everyone's betting on Topuria to knock Charles Oliveira out within the first or second round. But like I said, Oliveira is still dangerous, still deadly. If he takes your back, it's clips. But I don't think it will get to that point. But like I said, we'll have to see what happens come fight day. But I think Oliveira is definitely being slept on. And like I said, a little worrisome for the fight, obviously. I'll have the butterflies in my stomach come the fight. I'm confident Topuria finding his chin and KOing him. Realistically, that's what should happen. But if Oliveira were to somehow beat Topuria, it wouldn't really... it would shock me, I would say. But again, I've overlooked Oliveira in a lot of fights. I thought Dustin Poirier was going to knock him out. I thought Justin Gaethje was going to knock him out. And we saw what happened. I thought the same thing with Michael Chandler when he first came into the UFC. And, he proved me wrong, and he beat these guys that were in the striking department way better than him. But Oliveira is a good all-around fighter. But in a fight like this isn't someone that you could come in and try to brawl and put pressure on. Because Topuria is, like I said, someone where these guys will rock him, and, he'll drop to his back and try to recover from his full guard. Topuria isn't someone that you could do that with. If he catches his chin, I think he's going out. I think that'll be a done deal, and that'll be the end of the fight. But either that, or I think, like I said, I think he could follow him down to the ground, even when he's rocked, probably find a submission on the ground too. Him submitting Oliveira wouldn't surprise me, especially with the way his ego is and the way that he fights, and he's a good grappler on top of that too. So I think I'm gonna stick with the money line straight on that. He'll probably, like I said, either KO or submission. I've been going back and forth with it. Most likely, probably he knocks him out. But guys, that's pretty much it. Just wanted to do a little early breakdown of this fight. Short, sweet, and simple. I'll be posting my picks for the O'Malley card sometime this week. And so stay tuned, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later, everyone.